All right, welcome everyone. It's uh, it's Friday evening, and it's actually a very good Friday for me and probably a lot of people around. This was my last day of work, and starting tomorrow, I'm going in a holiday, so I'm very happy for it. That also means that in this period, because I actually don't have any trips planned. Um, there is a chance that I might be hosting a little bit more often. So if you guys are also available and want to do some fun stuff, we can definitely do that. And actually, for next week, I have something very interesting planned. I have a role-playing event. It's called Uncle Mikolai's Testament. You've probably all played or seen the new story finale from Jacek's story. So I've thought of a pretty interesting concept with that, and it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. But tonight is actually pretty special because we have a lot of great players. We have 10 people competing, and a lot of them are elite players and guys that have been doing really well in my tournament. And it's also special because tonight is the last tournament of the season. So basically, each month is a season, and the points that you gather towards the ranking will give you a server role that you will keep for a month. So the people that are going to get some one second, some good points today may have the chance to climb the rankings a little bit and get a good role on the server. So we have a couple of people have been pretty active, like Carlos, Ezekiel doing pretty well. They're at the top. But Maestro also had a very good performance last time, and if he gets another good performance today, he might steal the top positions. Same as Luck as well. He's from North America, and North Americans are a little bit actually privileged when it comes to ranking points because they can get more than the average player from Europe or the host in this case. We also have Boris, who's North American, so he also gets this chance. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see who gets what, and also take into consideration all the other roles and titles that we have on the server, like weapon-specific titles and the entertainment-specific roles. So there are a lot of things to gain from competing, and at least each player gets 1 point for participating. So participating to the tournament gets you 1 point in the rankings either way. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First things first, I need to show you guys the settings since we're playing with a um, slightly modified setting. So we got the damage of 1.5. We have the speed at 1.1, so everything's a little bit faster, a little bit deadlier. We've been doing this for a couple of events. Let me make sure that the mod is here, as you can see. Where is it? This cursor is really annoying. Oh, there it is. All right, so it's at 1.1.10. So it stays the same, but obviously I'm going to show you every time. So to keep things transparent. Let's see if there are any news. Marina's head, music in the final cutscene, swap the finisher move. Okay, just some. Oh, and also we got some new skins for Laszlo and Gideon, which is really nice. Hopefully we're gonna see some today. We got a Gideon main in the tournament, so we might see one of those. And yeah, let's go to the bracket and see how things go over there, and just introduce the competitors. All right, so we got info. There's me, Ezekiel, Apostle, Carlos, Maestro, Boris, Dragons, Roderick, and Luck joining last second. Good to have him. Good to have him back. So a lot of good players, a lot of people who can win this particular event. And yeah, also the first sword title is on the line, the one that I have right now. So if somebody wins this tournament, they will get it. which is the most prestigious on the server. Let's shuffle seeds. So today is the 20th, so let's shuffle it 2 times. 1 and 2. Let's have a look at the bracket. Info is gonna play Dragons, and the winner is gonna face Boris. Roderick is gonna face Maestro, so they're gonna play a little bit later. That's a very nice match to start there. Apostle is gonna face Ezekiel. The winner of that is gonna face me, and the absolute derby of the second round is Carlos versus Lucky. And I do remember last time when they met, it went right until the last flag in a tournament that Carlos won eventually. So they're gonna meet again, and it's definitely gonna be very interesting. And this side of the bracket is looking very dangerous. All right, so let's start the tournament. And a quick reminder of the rules: we're doing double elimination. Winner in the winners bracket, we're doing 2 sets of 7 flags. If one player wins both sets, they move on to the next round. The loser goes into the lower bracket. Lower bracket is just best of 1, so only 1 set of 7 flags. In case both players win one set, then we're going into a tie break that is going to be made according to the number of flags scored and the number of flags that you lost. For example, if you win a fight 7-5 and you lose 7-4, so you won 7-5, so that's a difference of 2 flags. So you have 2 flags left. Your opponent won 7-4, so that's a difference of 3 flags, so he has 3 flags left. So that is only for tie breaks. Basically, it's a first to 14 flags. Okay, let's get down to it. Info versus Dragons first fight. A battle between newer players, I'd say. Dragons a little bit newer than Info, but Info is also not a very old player in the community. So these are the early rounds. Info starts on the left, Dragons on the right. I think this is a pretty good fight for both. To start the evening. Here we go. Turn my call out. Info on the left, as I said. Dragons on the right. And here we go, hoping for a good fight. I keep thinking about the Luck versus Carlos match. I think neither is happy actually with the match, because they know it's gonna be that type of match that is not gonna end quickly. It's gonna be that type of match that it's probably gonna go to a tiebreak, and it's probably go down to the last maybe 2 flags or last flag, and you need to be very patient in that type of fight. But yeah, we still have a couple of fights to go until that match. So, Dragons will have to reauthenticate Parsec. That's totally fine. We can wait. Yeah. In the meantime, I want to tell you a little bit about, without giving away too much, about Uncle Mikolai's Testament. It's gonna borrow some concepts from other role-playing events that I've made, like the Deluge and the House of Game of Thrones. The Game of Thrones Houses of I don't even remember how I called my my own event. It was like a Game of Thrones version of Ruthenia. So it's gonna borrow some concept from there as well, but there are going to be some twists and turns. So I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy it. There we go. Info is ready. Dragons is ready. We are ready. Let's go. Info starts on the left, Dragons on the right. Info going Marta. I've noticed that Info is going Marta lately. Dragons is going Zera. And actually I think Marta is sometimes can be a good counter to Zera. She's definitely not stronger than him, but she has a couple of tools that she can use against him. Oh, first kill goes to Dragons. Byzantine Dragons. 1-0. A lot of long guard fainting there from Dragons. Oh, and a double. I remember when I started playing Hellish Quart, I was doing that a lot. I still do to a certain extent, but it was a way to high recovery combo there, and Info with the snipe. 1-1. I was doing that that a lot. It was more of a nervous tick, I think, than actual tactic. 2-1, but it did help a little bit to intimidate opponents. 2-1. Info got a hit in. Oh, and a windmill there from Dragons, and it's 3-1. Greece's representative here tonight. 4-1 now. I wish I had more people from my country playing this game. There was only one, and I think he played. Oh, nice stab to the face there by Info. 3-2. 4-2. Sorry. There was only one guy, and he played in one of my events. He didn't do bad. Oh, beautiful to the belly there, and perfect timing. And I think he competed in USFC as well. I'm not sure. 4-4. Another good side step. Info is coming back, and she's looking precise. Yeah, I think he competed in USFC, but not sure. But anyway, he was briefly. Oh, beautiful push there, and Info is coming back with 3 good flags. Very nice. And again, the windmill, a couple of side steps, 2 hits landing, a little bit sloppy there, but Zera is hurt, he's limping. Info needs to play this smartly here. That's what I. Oh, beautiful! That was a smart play. That's what I also tell myself every time I see my opponent hurting. That's usually a very good opportunity for you to get killed or get into a double. And you need a little bit more patience. Oh, Info tried again the same low attack, but this time Dragons countered, and it's a 6-5. And again, a very good counter there from Dragons. Downward cut, right on the face. 6-6, and I think deservedly so. This fight goes to the last flag because both of them look great, and we had some twists and turns. Who knows? This might be the fight of the evening. Get some entertainment points. Oh, and a beautiful flag there. We had a holy stance, but Marta pushed Zera, and the Info wins the first set 7-6. Gonna swap sides. Beautiful first set. We started well here. Greece versus Poland, if we're talking countries. Uh, okay, swap sides. Same characters. No, don't see any reason for changing them. Honestly, I really like the way Info plays Marta. I think it's actually quite a nice system that she has with her. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Blade beat followed by that's one of the things that Marta's pretty unique. Oh, tried it again this time, and I think this was kind of the leitmotif of the leitmotif. Ah, beautiful. Went to the arm of this fight, which was Info was doing something nice. She tried to do it again, and the dragons countered it immediately and adapted. 2-1 for Info though. Oh, beautiful samurai attack there. 2-2. I know it has it probably has another technical term, but we like to call it that way. 3-2. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't studied that move in German longsword. A nice push again. Info was very good with pushes. 3-3. And for Info, it's very important here to actually win this particular set, because losing the set doesn't do much since she won 7-6 only. 4-3. But the one thing that I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised to see is that even though the score is pretty even, you can see in these plays that Info has a little bit more experience. Oh, got caught there on the arm. A little bit more experience, and it's always nice to see how these things play out in a fight. Dragons again being aggressive, gets pushed. 5-4. Info was doing a good job of keeping his guard up, and by keeping his guard up means he wasn't moving too much. 5-5. Alright, final 2 flags of this set. It's going to be pretty important. And even if it goes to a tiebreak, it's going to be a very short tiebreak. Because Info will have only one flag, and Dragons will have either 1 or 2. If he wins, of course. Another push! Oh, and that was a beautiful... again, the same thing that I mentioned earlier. Dragons adjusts every time when you score something on him. He adjusts every time after. 65. Dragons really need this flag. 6-6. And this is the last flag of the second set. If Info wins it, she wins it. If Dragons wins it, we go into a 1 flag tiebreak. Oh, beautiful undercut. And we're keeping the same sides. And we have a 1 flag tiebreak. Just 1 flag. Oh, it looks like Info switches for the tiebreak for Marie. That's definitely possible. 1 flag. Both ended in 7-6. A lot of tension. Oh, and the signature move, the grab. I wonder if Info actually picked Marie with this in mind to get the grab, because that was her signature move. Congratulations. That was amazing. I think this is definitely a candidate of so it was 14-13 overall. I think this is definitely a candidate for fight of the evening. Dragons will fight a little bit later in the lower bracket, but he definitely did great in this fight. Congratulations. I'm really curious if Info actually picked Marie for that, for the grab, like with that in mind. Because if she did, then that was clutch. All right, we started with a great round here. Let's go to the next fight, which is Apostle versus Ezekiel. And uh, so Apostle is as I always say, Apostle is a guy that has the fundamentals down. He's very tough to beat, and you really have to be on your A game. Otherwise, he's going to capitalize on every mistake. Ezekiel also has evolved a lot, and since he started playing Marina, he's a lot more dangerous, and he's been constantly getting medals in these tournaments. Hasn't won a tournament yet, but he was quite close, and he's in the top three players on the server. There's Apostle. There's Ezekiel. And here we go. So we had a great start. Hopefully we're going to keep it up. Apostle on the left, Ezekiel on the right. Apostle is going Alex, and Ezekiel's going Marina. For a second, he was hovering over Gideon, and I was like, "Oh, that's a little bit surprising." And I think I've seen Ezekiel playing Gideon before, or not seriously. I think Alex is actually a good counter for Marina. He has a couple of tools against her. And Apostle has a nice Alex. I've seen him using McCarthy. And yes, he's going low. That's one of the moves that works. Oh, and a thrust. He tried to push her, I think, but the thrust went to the head first. Oh, and a beautiful forward attack there from Ezekiel. 2-1. Oh, beautiful. Counter void. 3-1. Again, tried the thrust to the head. Didn't work this time. I'll be right back. Looks like Apostle was able to get a couple of flags back. Oh, nice side step there from Marina. Five three. Oh, and again a beautiful side step. That's one of Ezekiel's signature moves. 6-3, and Ezekiel might actually get a very good advantage in the first set. Oh, and again, under the arm, 7-3. Ezekiel is showing everybody that his recent results are not flukes, that he's actually a top player right now. Alright, let's see if Apostle keeps the same character or changes something. Swap sides plate. He would need to get the win first and maybe at a good flag difference to have more chances in the tiebreak. Oh, looks like Ezekiel might actually go with Sam. I think he feels a little bit. I think he feels comfortable with the advantage that he has. Looks like Apostle sticks with Alex, and I think it's a good choice. I think Alex does well against Sam. And he probably just wants to, not get behind with his original main. Oh, beautiful. Side step there. One for Ezekiel. Oh, goes low. Two for Ezekiel. Oh, beautiful. Caught him, and then with the back attack there. A two-piece combo, very fast thrown. 3. Ezekiel's looking great. Might win his first tournament tonight, who knows? Moving great. Apostle is not doing much. Maybe he's has some connection. No, I think he's just maybe waiting. Oh, I think he has some connection issues. Oh, oh. I'm not sure what happened here, but the attack after the push did not work. Oh, caught him there in the side step attack 4-1. That was kind of strange there because the push and the attack happened so fast, one after the other, but he still blocked it. And he got the kill, 4-2. Oh, caught him there. Ezekiel a little bit too aggressive, I think, in these past 2 flags. Needs to be careful. He doesn't want to lose the set and go into a tiebreak because anything can happen in a tiebreak. Double. I feel, and honestly, every time I went into one of these tiebreaks, I felt that the pressure was. So when I had the advantage, I actually felt that the pressure was on me. Oh, and again a good counter there from Apostle. 4-4. Ezekiel got a little bit sloppy in these past flags. I mean, not sloppy, but I think a little bit rushed. He rushed a couple of his attacks. Didn't set them up well. Apostle is very patient. He's not throwing. Oh, but he's throwing now, and it's 5-4. If Apostle continues this way and even wins 7-4, he's actually going to be... the difference in tiebreak is going to be quite small. Oh, 6-4 now. We might have another tiebreak here. Oh, and it goes low. And yes, it is a tiebreak, 7-4. So that means... Ezekiel has 4 flags. We're not going to switch sides. No, don't swap sides. Don't swap sides, guys. So, Apostle has 3 flags. Okay, let me just switch the names if they Um, yeah, I'm telling you guys not to swap sides because so I wouldn't have to switch names again. But it's fine. Um, so Apostle has 3 flags and Ezekiel has 4. So Apostle needs to score 4 flags, and Ezekiel needs to score 3. Oh, Barabash for Apostle. 1. I think Ezekiel, after starting really well with Sam, I think he got a little bit reckless there, and he also had a little bit of bad luck with that push. I think that kind of, I don't know, something happened there. Probably took his focus away. But anyway, first flag for Ezekiel. Ezekiel needs 2 more. Oh, stab to the head. And that's one thing that makes that stab dangerous is that Arena stops for a split second before throwing it, and people usually do something in that particular moment and they get hit. 2. Ezekiel needs only 1 more. Double. Side step. Apostle needs to score 4 flags now. Looks like Marina is still the way to go for Ezekiel. I think Barabash is a good choice against Marina, but honestly I don't think he's much of a counter to her. He has a couple of things, but like this one. But it's still very difficult to defeat her with Bara. But he does much better than most characters. And again with the same side step. 2-2. Ezekiel needs only 1 more. Apostle needs 2. That's why I said that usually the pressure is on the guy that has more flags in the tiebreak. Again, the side step. Oh, a very good moment there by Apostle. He wanted to swing again, but he stopped. Oh, and again another side step. And we're getting into the last flag again. We're at the last flag of the fight. Ezekiel stop. 1 second, let me see if there's something wrong. Oh, disconnected. Okay. Last flag of the fight. 13 flags for both. Here we go. Very good comeback, I would say, for Apostle in the second set and now in the tiebreak after being led 2-0. Oh, and a thrust to the face. And Ezekiel gets it, and that is the final flag. Congratulations to Ezekiel. 14-13. Another fight that goes to a tiebreak to the last flag. So the beginning of this tournament has been amazing. So congrats. Yeah. GG's. All right. Next we have a little bit of a derby, I'd say. Oh, there's a. Is there a Romanian here? Sport la joc să Here we go. Um, Roderick versus Maestro. I remember Roderick when we were talking about the speed and everything. I remember Roderick said that he'd prefer a slower pace, but today he has to adapt to this faster pace, and I'm sure his mindset is definitely on it. And we'll see how he does against Maestro. And I think I understand why Maestro prefers also a faster pace is because both Maestro and I play Team Ninja games, and those games are very fast. So he probably enjoys the faster pace. Here we go. I think, I mean, on paper, Maestro is definitely the favorite, but something tells me that this fight will also go into a tiebreak close to the last flags. And immediately after this fight, we're gonna get Carlos versus Luck. After that, we're gonna get Boris versus Info, and after that, that's gonna be me versus Ezekiel. A very tough opponent to start with, honestly. I've been fighting Ezekiel for some time, and I don't actually remember having easy fights or with him. Every time it was very difficult. Maestro's here. Oh, he's logging in. No worries. I wonder if Roderick's gonna go Getty and pick one of the new skins. Maybe the slimmer skin would be pretty nice on Getty. You know, I was thinking if this tournament ends very early, which I'm not sure, because we have 10 people. We could do something fun after, like a some sort of peasant tournament, and you can use only the characters that have grunt skins, like Barabash, um, or something like a grunt tournament. You can use Barabash, Jan, Laszlo, and Getty, and I think that's it. I don't think there's anybody else that has those skins, and it would be nice. I enjoy from time to time having tournaments with just a couple of characters picked on a specific thing. So yeah, I remember when I made that tournament, captain of the High Guard, and it was just with Laszlo, Alex, and Getty, and it was really fun. Roderick on the left and Maestro on the right. Or I remember when Tao did Thrusty with Marie, Marta, and Kalkstein. So why not? Maestro's going with Jan, and Roderick is going with Getty, but he did not pick a grunt skin. Maestro was ready for the grunt battle. I think he prefers the older skin. Oh, first goes to Maestro. Oh, Maestro caught there. He was being a little bit aggressive, and Roderick with a very fast cut. 1-1. Oh. Very quick counter there from Maestro. Nice cut to the head there. Roddy with the second second kill. Second flag. 2-2. Oh, tried to thrust there. It's a body thrust. Double. Oh, missed the chop, and Roderick with a rage-fueled cut there. 3-2. Roderick takes control. 3-3. I think Roderick is like every time when he got killed, I think he was throwing a kill, attack, which usually went for the kill instead of something like a jab first or something to kind of test his opponent's. Oh, 2 quick cuts there, straight to the head. 4-3 for Maestro. Maestro usually relies on neutrals when he's playing with you. Oh, it went low and then went high. 5-3. Oh, caught him there exactly when he was trying to attack. 6-3. That was interesting. A good start here from Maestro. Oh, Roderick with a very nice forward cut. Timed it perfectly. I think this time he was a little bit more patient. Oh, and the slower move caught there by Maestro. 7-4, but it's not over yet. It's a good advantage for Maestro, but only 3 flags. Well, I see a bunch of farmers. Come to the tournament, triple T. Unreal. We're waiting for you to play the Janissary. Swap sides, guys. Oh, and for the first time, we're seeing the grunt skin for Getty. Yeah, grunt versus grunt here. Jan versus Getty. Slim Getty. And I think he's a little bit taller as well. Roderick with the first kill. Honestly, I like I like this skin. I think it gives the impression second kill there for Roderick might be lucky for him. It gives the impression that he's leaner. Nice 2-piece there from Jan. 2-1. A couple of extra moves there from Roderick, countered by Maestro. 2-2. Beautiful side step, perfectly timed. Roderick with the third flag. Roderick needs to focus here on just winning the set. Oh, beautiful low attack. 4-2. Because even if he goes into a tiebreak with 1 flag against 3, that's still not impossible. So just need to focus on it. Oh, tried to catch him on his way in, but Maestro was a little bit too far. 4-3. Oh, beautiful beautiful sidestep again. A solid second set here for Roderick. I think in the first set he looked a little bit unwarmed up. Maestro's looking for solutions against Grunt Getty. 5-4. Got a solution there. Tried again the sidestep and it works again. Looks like Roderick has found a strategy, and if he wins this set, he might actually go into a tiebreak on equal terms with Maestro. And this skin looks funny. Oh, chop! 7-4. Guys, keep the same size, so don't swap them. Tie break 3 versus 3. 3 versus 3 flags. Maestro goes Zera. Roddy, you need to go with the lucky skin. Going with the lucky skin. Alright, so Maestro switched to Zera, so things are going serious. And I called it before the fight that this might go to the later to the last flags, and it is happening. 3 versus 3. So whoever scores 3 first wins. Taunt there for caught the arm there. Reach advantage there for Maestro. Roderick needs to be careful here. Oh, they caught each other there. Double. A retreat attack there. 2 now for Maestro, and Maestro needs only 1 more. Roderick needs 3. Oh, got caught there. Needs to be careful. Oh, he's tired. That's it. 3 for 3 for Maestro, but Roderick did well. And but Maestro, I think Maestro switching to Zero was a good choice. Roderick looked good though, especially in the second set, and he will continue a little bit later. He's gonna fight Apostle, but Maestro continues in the next round. Now we have the derby of the first 2 rounds. It's gonna be Carlos versus Luck, and Carlos has always been an elite player, but recently he's now championship material. With Marina, of course. Luck has been playing Isabella a lot recently, and it seems that it wasn't just a phase. Like, he actually mains her right now. So I think Isabella definitely has a couple of tools against Marina, but it really depends on the players now. Here we go. I'm excited. Luck is here. I've watched, I'm not sure if it was the last one. I'm not sure if Luck is still the champion in USFC. I think he is. I watched one of his title fights, but I'm not sure if it was the last one where 2 weeks ago. And I remember the way he played Isabella. It was actually really good. I mean, it was the type of play that Isabella mains have. I mean, he knew exactly the reach and everything. He wasn't doing too many mistakes. So yeah. And this is his style right now. He's harassing a lot, and he gets the first kill there. He's harassing a lot with the high guard cancel, and with the forward attacks as well, with the forward cuts. and he's not going for a fancy stuff. He's just very precise. A very good start here for Luck. Beautiful push, well timed, 3. I think Carlos started. Oh, and he beat her blade because the forward attack is actually a thrust, and that can be beaten. A great start for Luck. Oh, caught him there. Luck with a couple of extra strikes there. Got countered. Forts and win. Oh, and again, try to push. Got countered 4-2. As I said, I watched Luck's USFC fight, and he looked really good. I think he's still a champion right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, beautiful tap to the head. And cancelled. I like it. 5-2. Oh. I think there was a pommel strike there animation, but Carlos got it. 5-3. Oh, try the retreat attack. 5-4, and look how fast the score got a lot closer. It was 4-0 for Luck at one moment. I think Carlos just got warmed up. Beautiful push. It is the strat to go here, but Carlos is vigilant to that, and Luck wins 7-4, and I think deservedly so. He definitely looked really good. We're gonna swap sides, but I also think Carlos was a little bit more aggressive than usual. He usually doesn't play that aggressively. 7-4 for Luck, so a good advantage. Yeah, throwing the high guard. Gets countered. It kind of all comes down to this, like they get in close range, and it's either Carlos is faster with his attack, or Luck is faster with his push or his tap. Oh, and a very good follow up there. 3 for Carlos now. Looks like Carlos now has the advantage early on. Nice tap. You could see that. Oh, push. Oh, but I think that was a push bug. Oh, Carlos gets it eventually. 4. Oh, got his leg. I wanted to. Oh, caught him with the retreat there. 4-1. Now it could be Luck's comeback. You can see that. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That Luck is throwing a lot of moves as decoys. He doesn't actually want to hurt Carlos with them. He's just trying to close distance and find opportunities to land pushes. Carlos is now 5-2. So Luck needs to tighten up. Oh, try to push, got countered. Carlos is actually very vigilant to those pushes. 6-2. Oh, 7-2. And we're going into a tie break. And in the tie break, I'm just gonna undisputed champion. So Luck has so we won 7-4. So Luck 3 versus Carlos 5. Luck 3 versus Carlos 5. Yeah. Keep the same. Carlos with actually pretty impressive win, I'd say, in the second set. I think Luck probably lost a little bit of of the focus that he had initially. Because that's kind of the thing with Marina. Like, if you lose focus for 1 second, you're just gonna... Again, got caught on the push. The pushes are not working much. Oh, two. And Carlos needs only one more. Luck needs 5. Oh, and it caught him again. 3, and that's it. Carlos, man, after a tough start, Carlos looked like a world beater in there. And he wins against Luck. 14-9. Luck will continue in the lower bracket though. He will fight Dragons a little bit later. Congratulations, that was an amazing fight. Very good start for Luck. Carlos with the comeback in the first set, in the second set, and in the tiebreak it was already too much. Alright, so Carlos moves on, and now we're going back to Info, who had a very nice performance in the first fight with Marta, and she will fight Lord Boris. Boris has been waiting for some time to fight. I'm sorry, that's kind of the deal with the double eliminations. Like, you get in the next round, but you have to wait a little bit. Boris starts on the left, Info starts on the right. Here we go. Okay, Boris is here, waiting for Info. Okay, so Info, after winning the first set, I'm pretty sure she has a little bit of morale after a great fight. But Boris is very tricky. Boris is going to be on the left, Info going to be on the right. And we'll see if Info is going to go again with Marta. Yeah. Obviously I favor Isabella against Marta. But I do believe Marta has just exactly like she has against Zera. I think she has a couple of options that work well against Isabella. If you don't believe me, just fight Koala and see how that goes. A thrust there from Boris. And the first kill goes to Info. 1-0. Fourth flag here for Info. Info is actually showing us some really nice tactics in this particular matchup. As I said earlier, I don't think... I actually think Marta has a couple of tools that she can use against Isabella. I mean, every time I fight Marta... Oh, nice thrust there from Boris. Every time I fight a Marta as Isabella, maybe it's just my style, but I don't find it as easy as other people think about this particular matchup. Oh, and again gets caught. Five to 1 for Info, very impressive. Oh, Boris with a couple of cuts, and Info tried to push at the wrong moment. I'm actually glad that, I'm not sure if it's a new update or something, or just people being a little bit more vigilant. It seems that you can counter pushes a little bit more effectively now if you're attacking at the Oh, and a 2-piece there from Info. 6-2. Very good performance. As I said in the... Oh! And we see Marta's grab. 7-2. That was impressive. Very impressive first set. Info's gonna be now on the left. Boris on the right. Isabella's are not doing great tonight. Swap sides, please. But as I said in the first fight that the Info had against the Dragons, I like that Info's Marta looked a lot more... I'm not sure if that's the word, but it looked mature from a gameplay standpoint. Like just focused on being patient, on attacking at the right moment, on mixing it up. So I'm definitely enjoying what I'm seeing. Info on the left. Oh, Boris going with Barabash, and I think that's a good choice. Barabash is known as a rapier killer. And honestly, probably I would if I had to fight Rapier and I had to choose between Isabella and Barabash, I would probably consider Barabash. It does have a couple of things that makes your life a little bit easier against them. First one goes to Boris. Oh, beats the Blader but doesn't capitalize. A couple of side steps there, just like Subutai used to make with Marta. Very good, very good. I like to use it as well when I'm playing Marta. Cut to the head after the punch. And a push. Oh, something happened there. Oh, and it's a double. 1-1. First fight ended 7-2, so... Oh, beautiful. 2-1. Oh, I tried to retreat a little bit too early. 2-2. as I always say, Boris just needs to focus on just winning the set. What happens after in the tiebreak. But now he needs to focus on the set. And I think that's sometimes it's usually the downfall. Oh, nice thunder punch. It's usually the downfall of many players in this particular system, which is, oh, I'm this number of flags behind, so I need to focus on getting this number. No, the focus needs to be on just winning the set. Win the set, and then let's see what happens after. So you can focus on the flags after. That's your first objective. 3-3. Oh, caught him there low. And I like that Info is throwing a lot of she's throwing a lot of the diverse attacks. I really like what I'm seeing. Oh, and a nice chop coming from Boris. Yeah, that's one of the moves that usually works really well. 4-3. Oh, a couple of side steps there. 4-4. Nice chop again. 5-4. Retreat attack, a little bit sloppy there, but got the hit in and stopped Boris. Thunder Punch beats the blade, and now it's 6-4. And if Boris wins this next flag, even though he's going to be behind in the tiebreak, it's going to be a lot closer. A couple of attacks there by Info. They don't score though, but they hurt Boris a little bit. Boris is careful. I think he wants to win this set, but he also doesn't want to lose any more flags in the process. Oh, and he gets the chop. 7-4. Okay, we're going into another tiebreak. I think every single fight went into a tiebreak today. And I'm just going to put it out here. So Info has 5 flags. And Boris has 3. Because he won 7-4. Yes. Alright, so we're going to keep the same sides. Pick your characters. Boris going with Barabash, no reason to change it. And Info is going with Marie. So let's see if that works in her favor. Boris needs to score 5 flags now. Info needs to score 3. And the first one goes to Boris. And just like that, things got a lot closer. I'd say after losing the first fight 7-2, if Boris pulls this off, I think it's a pretty impressive comeback. And just sticking to the plan. And the second one, and at this point, it's 3 versus 3. So whoever gets 3 more flags wins. So we're on even terms. It's 11 to 11. Oh, one stab there from Info, and she gets the first. Info needs 2 more. Boris needs 3. 2 more for each. Nice cut to the head. It's getting tense. This might go to the last flag. And again, a nice cut to the head. 4, and Boris needs only 1 more. I'm not sure if switching to Marie was a good idea, because Barabash is the Marie killer more than he's the Marta killer. Thunder Punch. Oh, try to grab, and that's it. Boris wins. And I had to say, like, obviously that's an amazing comeback from Boris, and congratulations for that. But I have to say that I'm a little bit sad for Info because the start was great, but eventually she couldn't keep the consistency throughout the fight, and it eventually ended in defeat. But Info will continue in the lower bracket, and she will have the opportunity to fight from there. So GG's, amazing stuff. Yeah. Okay. Next fight is going to be mine versus Ezekiel. I just need to go to the bathroom for a second, and after that we can play. All right. So next fight, so it's me versus Ezekiel. I think we fought like in the past 10 tournaments or even more that I organized. I think we fought every time. Even last time we met in the final, and we were in the first set, in the first final, if you want, because it was I had two chances as the winner of the qualifications. But we got to the last flag, and it was pretty important for me to win it there because I didn't want to go again another set um, for the second one. So here we go. Fight with Ezekiel. It's gonna be pretty tough. And after that, we're gonna move to the lower bracket, and the first fight is gonna be Roderick versus Apostle. Apostle versus Roderick. There's Ezekiel. Okay, here we go. And if I win against Ezekiel, I have to fight Carlos after, so it's gonna be Marina all the way. You gotta stay ready. Marina for Ezekiel. See, all Marina mains have adapted to this push tactic. Nice, it went exactly where I wanted to go. Alright, very good start there. 7-2. But I gotta be careful because I've seen a lot of things today. And I don't want to sleep on my advantage. Just gonna take everything step by step. Because especially if you lose your swap side, please. Because if you lose the second set, even if you have the advantage, you realize that going Sam. Just by playing bit by bit, you lose one flag here, one flag there, and then you see yourself in the tiebreak with like 1 or 2 flags ahead. So yeah. Ezekiel switched to Sam here. Oh, nice. Didn't expect that. expect that. I didn't expect to beat his blade there. 5-5. I do have the advantage, but I don't want to go into a tiebreak. So I want to win this set. Going low for the leg. Oh, nice stab. Nice, nice. 7-5. We're gonna keep the same sides. I need to score 2 flags, and he needs to score 5. So only 3 flags difference. And I've seen so many things today, so I only need 2. Alright, here's one. Oh, and the thrust. And 2. And I've been fighting so much in that tiebreak, but props to Ezekiel though. He did better with Sam than he did with Marina, and I think it's because he probably surprised me with the pick. I haven't fought against Sam in some time. 14-9 is the final score. Congratulations, Ezekiel's going to fight a little bit later in the lower bracket. And speaking of lower bracket, we're going to move there right now. And the first fight is going to be Apostle versus Roderick. We'll see if Roderick's grunt is gonna help him here. And I think that sometimes works when people switch characters and you don't expect them to do that. So I was so, how should I say it? I was so prepared to fight Marina, and I was thinking how to fight her and everything, and it actually worked great for me. But when he switched to Sam, everything kind of resetted, and I just, during the fight, even though I didn't do bad, of course, during the fight I was thinking, what works against Sam? And I was just thinking about that. What works against him? When was the last time I played against Sam, and what worked against him? So sometimes these switches definitely can definitely help. And even though he didn't win the whole match, but he made it a lot more competitive than it was. And him switching back and forth from Marina to Sam can definitely bring some benefits. Apostle on the left, Roderick on the right. So this is a one set fight up to 7. So whoever wins this one moves on. Whoever loses will be eliminated. So Apostle is going with Tarna, and Roderick going with that skin. I don't know. It's just so funny. Here we go. I definitely think Gedeon definitely has the speed advantage here. No, Apostle is not. Okay, there he is. And the first one goes to Roderick. Nice counter. 1-0. Try to sidestep. That was actually a pretty good move there from Apostle. Like the positioning and the distance was great, but Roderick stayed still. Scored the second flag. 2-1. First kill for double. Beautiful cut there. Apostle scores his second flag and it's now 2-2. Oh, Roderick gets countered again. 3-2. The chop, I think it would have landed if he was a little bit closer. Oh. Again, a 2-piece that gets countered immediately by Apostle. 4-2. Goes low. Apostle misses his attack, and a little bit of luck there for Roderick. Gets the third flag. You need a little bit of luck in these fights as well. Oh, and a very nice retreat cut. And Roderick is back in the fight. Led 2-0, then 4-2 for... and it's now 5-4 for Roderick. Nice match. Man, we already have a lot of match of the evening candidates. Every single fight went to a tiebreak in the winner's bracket. All of them. 5-5. So we didn't have one player who managed to win both sets, and that says a lot about the competitiveness of this event. Oh, and that was a very well placed cut. And Roderick is leading 6-5 and needs only one more. Very tense. Oh, and a low attack, and Roderick wins this 7-5. Great fight. Congratulations to both. Roderick will fight again soon. He's gonna fight Info, but not right now. Apostle, thank you very much for competing, man. It was great having you in the event. Um, Very close fights against Ezekiel and against Roderick, but unfortunately came a little bit short. But always great to have you in, and hoping to see you in future events as well. All right, just give me 1 second. Just gonna see. Luck said that he was dropping out, but let me see if I can confirm that. He was supposed to fight dragons. I'm gonna quickly go get some water and see if we can get some get a response out of him. If not, we're gonna do dragons versus Ezekiel, which is the next round fight. Okay, we're back. All right, so it looks like we're going. So dragons will get a win, and we'll fight Ezekiel. So Ezekiel is gonna be on the left. Dragon's gonna be on the right. And after that, we're gonna have Roderick versus Info. And after that, we're gonna take a 10 minutes break and move to the later stages. Here we go. Ezekiel on the left. Dragons on the right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, sir. Ezekiel is ready. Ezekiel's been fighting a lot since the tournament started. He fought into a 14-13 fight, then fought against me, and now he's fighting again. Compared to somebody like Boris or Maestro, who are been waiting for some time to fight, but they will be the ones that are going to start round 3 immediately after the break. Hopefully they're enjoying the show while they're waiting to fight. All right, Ezekiel on the left, Dragons on the right. I would say Ezekiel is probably the favorite on paper, but Dragons is actually quite unpredictable. And I wouldn't be very surprised if he won. There we go. Alright, so it looks like Ezekiel has lost a little bit of a little faith in Marina, and he's going with Sam against Zera, and I think it's a pretty 50-50 matchup at this point. Tired these Dragons. Ezekiel tricked them into throwing a lot of strikes. 1-0 for Ezekiel. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna be the end of Ezekiel in this tournament. I think he looked very solid in every single set that he had. Oh, nice. Beautiful follow-up. 2-0. Dragons lost his first match on 1 flag difference. Oh, nice kick, followed by a cut. 2-1. Oh, caught him there with the nice attack and then went low. 2-1. Double. I've seen dragons using that. He's going for a feint, or for a decoy attack on the right, and then he cancels it when you expect people to actually throw the second attack. 2-1. I think you can never be. Oh, nice tap there to the head. You can never be safe against the Zera player. I think Zera is just as a character, it brings danger. You can never be safe. Oh, goes low. 3-2. I really can't think of a character that can go against Zera and say, I am safe from his attacks, or I'm safe from his techniques. Fighting Zera comes down to other things. Comes down to exploiting his lack of accuracy of some movement, or with the footsies. Nice cut there from Dragons. With footsies a little bit to find the range and everything, but it's not about fighting him head on and just okay, I have a move that works against Zera. It doesn't work that way. Oh, a nice sidestep there, 4-3. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Zera's too powerful or something. I'm just saying that he's that type of character. Again, goes low with the attack. 5-3. He's that type of character that can always bring something very dangerous to the table. You never feel safe, when fighting him. Oh, nice thrust there. 6-3, and looks like Ezekiel's experience is taking over, and he might win against another longsword here after winning against me earlier. And who knows, he might actually stick to Sam for some time. He will have to decide though, considering the fact that he's in the lower bracket that there's only one set. Oh, and a nice dash. Very good win there for Ezekiel. Congratulations. Dragons did great, but it wasn't enough, unfortunately. And Ezekiel wins 7-3. Dragons is eliminated, but man, thank you very much for competing. Always a pleasure having you in. And I think, I mean, I don't think, I'm pretty sure because I'm gonna be the one who gets the nominees in. Your fight against Info is gonna be one of the fights proposed for the most entertaining fights of the evening. So congratulations. All right, last fight before the break, and this one is actually very interesting in my opinion. We're gonna get Info fighting Roderick. And I think this fight is a little bit of an enigma, and I'm gonna tell you why. Both Roderick and Info showed in this tournament moments of brilliance and certainty, but also moments of uncertainty and weakness, I'd say, against certain tactics or against certain attacks. So sometimes you felt that they were doing very well, and then the next minute they weren't. So it wasn't very consistent. So I'm actually quite intrigued on this fight. I think it's a 50-50 fight, and anything can happen. Roderick is here. Info is here. There is a possibility we're going to see Marta versus Getty. And Marta versus Getty is again a very interesting fight, 50-50 fight. Info on the left, Roderick on the right. Experience is a little bit on Roderick's side. Info goes Marie. Roderick goes Marta. Okay, that's something that I did not see happening. And it is true that Gideon has a couple of weaknesses against rapiers. A rapier fight. Oh, and a double lunge, and Info scores the first one. I have to say, in this particular case, I do favor Info in a rapier match, but again, the unknown can be decisive. And every player that has a little bit of experience with the game can decently play most characters. I mean, I would favor, for example, I don't know. Let's take somebody like Subutai. Subutai mains a couple of characters, but doesn't play many others. 2 now for Info. But I'd say that in some specific mirrors, or even overall, I would say that with some characters he can actually do better compared to other mains of that particular character. Because we always think about it, oh, he mains this character, so he's good with this character. True, but you can have people that do not main the character that can be better with that character. So the point I'm trying to make here is Roderick, although he's led 3-0 here, Roderick not playing rapiers does not mean that he's not competitive with rapiers. So far is Info's game 3. Info is taunting a little bit, and the blade away move, trying to get Roderick to do something. I remember, so Roderick was playing Gideon, he was playing Tarnowski a little bit, and I'm not sure if there was another character that Roderick was playing much. That could have been a good counter against it. Oh, 4 now. I would say why not Barabash? I think I think every Saber player in the game can play Barabash quite well. But anyway, it doesn't matter much now. Roderick with his first flag, and this could be the start of a comeback. 4-1. You can see if Info's body language that she feels confident, has a good advantage. But not only that, I think every flag, she did great in it. Patient though. Oh, tried the sidestep there, but Roderick with the stab to the head, and it's 4-2, and this fight got a lot more competitive now. Oh, tried again the sidestep, and again Roderick punishes it. 3 flags in a row for Roderick, 4-3. Info still has the advantage, but now this fight is again a lot more competitive. Info needs that rebound flag. Oh, and a nice cut to the head, 4-4. It's that particular flag when you have the advantage and the opponent closes the distance, but then you get the advantage back. So that's something that really helps your morale. I never noticed that cloth on the balcony here. Roderick now takes the lead. 5-4 after being led 4-0. And if Roderick wins this fight, I have to... oh, and another cut. Sorry, another thrust into the body. 6-4. And if Roderick wins this one, I have to... to put my hat off for him, because it didn't start well. It didn't start well for him, and I was questioning his choice. But now, regardless of what happens until the end, I think it was a good choice to go Marta, and he actually has the chance of winning, as it needs to win 1 flag from the last 2. Info lost momentum there. Oh, and the cuts at the head, and Roderick wins 7-5. What a weird fight, to be honest. Not in a bad way. It's just things happened in a way that they don't usually happen. But congratulations to Info. My advice to Info would be to, I mean, your Marie is great, but your Marta looked great today as well, and I think probably playing Marta in this particular match would have been a little bit better. But also props to Roderick for winning with the character that he doesn't really play. And yeah, thank you very much for competing, Info. Always a pleasure having you. We have 6 players left in the tournament. Let's have a quick look. We're gonna take a 10 minutes break, and then we're gonna come back with the fights. First fight is gonna be Boris versus Maestro. This fight is gonna be a lot closer than people think. I definitely see some similarities between the two. Then it's gonna be me versus Carlos, and it's gonna be a very hard fight, and I'm really afraid of it. And then in the lower bracket, Ezekiel and Roderick are waiting to get some fresh meat, yeah, from somebody that lost their match. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back in 8 minutes with Boris versus Maestro in round 3. Alright, we're back. And we're back with round 3, hitting the 2-hour mark of the event. A great event so far. A lot of twists and turns. A lot of tie breaks. And in round 3, we have 6 players left. So we have the first fight is going to be Boris versus Maestro in North American match. And very important is that one of these 2 players, since they're going to get into the winners bracket semifinal, they're going to get at least a 3rd place, which means points in the rankings, and most definitely a very good spot in a very good role at the end of the season. So this fight is actually quite important for both of them. Yeah, so let's see Boris versus Maestro, and as I said, I think this is gonna be a very interesting fight. We might actually see an Isabella versus Zera here. Maybe in one of the sets, maybe in all, maybe in a tie break, who knows. But here we go. Let's give them a link, send them a link. Maestro's already up in the rankings. But if Boris wins this one and gets into the top 3 of the tournament, he's gonna get a good number of points here that will send him at least in the Winged Hussar ranked for sure, which is tier 3 of skill on this server. Maestro is here, Boris is here. This is gonna be an amazing fight. Trust me on that. This is definitely gonna be a candidate, a fight of the evening. Don't want to put pressure on these guys, but I think the styles and the characters that they play is gonna produce something interesting. I'm not sure if they fought before. Probably they did in some of my tournaments, but I don't really remember. Yes, and we're getting what we wanted in the first set, actually. Isabella versus Zera. 50-50 match here, I'd say. Again, both from North America. They have the same ping. Obviously, it's not the... Oh, nice windmill there. Obviously, not ideal ideal ping for both, but... we'll see who adapts better. But as I said at the beginning of the tournament, nice push there. Maestro gets the 2nd flag. Oh, nice cut there from Boris, 2-1. As I said, North American players get more points if they get one of the first 3 spots. That is to compensate the ping disadvantage that they have. A nice combo there from Boris, and the 2nd attack was a nice follow-up. 2-2. Oh, Posta di Donna countered immediately by Maestro. High guard lingering damage there. That needs to be fixed. But at least it doesn't kill, so that's a good thing. A thrust there from Boris. Boris is playing this really well. Oh, but a nice retreat attack. 4-2 here for Maestro. Maestro with the feint, but feinting here is costly. Especially with the speed. Gotta be careful. 4-3. Fast-paced fight between these 2 long swords. Oh, and the false edge cut, and Boris lands another one. It's a signature move. I'm gonna call it the Boris cut from now on, because I think I haven't seen that attack landing since Warden Prime Time. He actually landed one against me last week. And landing another one here. It's actually a pretty difficult move. Cut into thrust, but a cut to the head there, and the Boris's attack was stronger. 5-5. And again, another retreat attack. Maestro, 6-5. Isabella versus Zero is always a very balanced match. Maestro's a little bit tired there after swinging a little bit. He goes back. Boris is careful though. Doesn't want to make a mistake. Oh, thrust, and then followed up with a nice cut to the arm after touching the block, because after touching the block the recovery is faster. That was actually really nice. Push! Oh! At least it was a double though. That was the push bug when the attack does not come out after the push. At least he got a double though. And he gets it. 7-6 after being led the entire fight. And as I said, guys, this is this is gonna be an amazing set. Maestro's going left, Boris right. Boris with one flag advantage. Swap sides. One flag advantage, but with the set one, and that's important. Oh, a little bit of a treat here after having a Isabella versus Zero match. Now we have a Jan versus Barabash, which is just as exciting. First cut goes to Maestro. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. Oh, and a nice cut to the head there. Maestro with the second flag. Takes the advantage overall. Oh, goes low and then goes high. 2-1. Regardless of the number of flags being scored, Boris has something that Maestro doesn't have, which is he has the safety of whatever happens, he's going to go into a tiebreak. 3-1 now. So he's going to go into a tiebreak. Regardless of how this match ends, he's going to go into a tiebreak. So he has that in the bag. Maestro still needs to win this set. Oh, nice thrust to the arm. 4-1, and Maestro is taking a little bit of a lead. Boris needs to find some opportunities. Oh, and again gets countered. 5-1. Another double. Another one. If I had to describe these two gentlemen, I'd say Maestro is a very straightforward fighter. Thunder Punch does not go in. Oh, and caught him right in the wind up. 6-1, and Maestro might actually get a very good set win here. Double. Boris needs to focus on getting as many flags as possible here if he is to go down, so he can have more in the tiebreak. 7-1. We're going to keep the same sides. Boris has only one flag. Maestro has 6. So it's going to be pretty difficult. Boris goes back to Isabella. Maestro goes to... Oh, Marina. Maestro needs to score only one flag. Maestro needs to score only one flag. Boris needs to score 6. Very difficult, but not impossible. First flag is a double. Goes low. Punches him in the face with the shield. And there we go with the sidestep. And Maestro wins this. Congratulations. Maestro has confirmed one of the top 3 spots, but I'm pretty sure he wants to win the tournament. Congratulations to Boris as well. He did the grid in the first set. 8-14 is the final score. But Boris will continue in the lower bracket, so he still has chances to win the tournament or even get the top 3 spot. Congratulations to these gentlemen. Next fight is going to be me versus Carlos, and as I said, I am afraid of Carlos because he's been a killer recently, and I have to say, Carlos been always elite, but recently I think he's just as good as any top player in the world. So let's send him a link. And I have to be very careful because every mistake is going to be punished. There's Carlos. Here we go. Probably going to see Marina, but yep. Marina in the first set. And depending on how this goes, we'll see if Carlos sticks to her or pick somebody else. Here we go. The only 2 players on the server that got the first sword title won a major tournament. Oh, goddamn bug. Yep, a double. I'll take it. Oh. Interesting. Alright, this time it worked. Great counter on my high guard bait attempt. Oh, and again, a great 2-piece combo on the belly. That's Carlos. Alright, good first set. I'm happy with the result. But I've seen Carlos coming back from a lot worse than that. Actually, I think the first fight against Luck was exactly the same, 7-4. Three-flagged. Oh, I was thinking about luck. All right, let's swap sides. There we go. Ah. Oh, got me leg. Taking some pages out of Luck's book. Nice. Alright, this time went for the side step and got caught in the middle. Oh! The trick push worked this time. Yeah, I can't be too creative against Carlos. He's just taking advantage of every opportunity that I give him. Oh. 4-4. Good range management on my part there. Oh. Couldn't win that. Yeah, this is Carlos. This is what he does. Alright, I have a chance of ending it right here. This could actually be the first fight without a tiebreak. Oh. And there it is. I thought I'm gonna get the bug again. But there you go, 7-6. I'm happy with this result. Carlos, tough as always, but I'm sure he's gonna bounce back. Good fight, my man. Very interesting plays throughout. So his score was 10, and he's going to be facing who? He's going to be facing Roderick very soon. Now, the push. Now we're gonna get to Boris versus Ezekiel. First fight of round 3 lower bracket. And after that, we're gonna get Carlos versus Roderick. Boris on the left, Ezekiel on the right. Both great fighters. I think Ezekiel has won a couple of fights against Boris recently. We'll see how that goes. Okay, Boris takes the left, Ezekiel takes the right. Very interested to see who Ezekiel's going to go with. He had some success with Marina against Boris, but we'll see if he sticks to Sam, who's been, because he's been doing really well with him. Boris left, Ezekiel right. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have Isabella versus Sam, and I'm actually quite intrigued. I think this is going to be a 50-50 fight. To the bathroom. Looks like 2 flags here for Ezekiel. Ezekiel defeated my Isabella earlier today, so he has a couple of tricks up his sleeve against her. But Boris is also, I think Boris is a very cerebral slash creative type of fighter, and I like it. He's not throwing random stuff. Like, he knows what he's doing. And although he's not new in the community, he probably doesn't have as much experience as most people have in competitive play. So I think that's the only thing that he needs, a little bit more. 3-1. But I definitely like watching his fights and the way he plays the ball. And the false edge cut, the Boris cut. Try to thrust into the follow-up a little bit too slow, even with the speed mod. Ezekiel 4-1. And Ezekiel is being a killer lately. Oh, nice sidestep there from Boris, 4-2. Thrust there from Boris does not land. Oh, caught him there while he was trying to do the standing B cut, upcut. Oh, thrust very fast. And Ezekiel is dominating this fight. He's 6-2. He needs only one more to continue in the tournament. Boris needs to change something here. As I've always said, Sam is actually quite a tough fight for Isabella. 7-2, dominant victory. Congratulations, Boris. Thank you very much for competing, man. Always a pleasure having you and watching you fight. Didn't go your way this time, but it was amazing to see you in the tournament. Ezekiel is in the semifinals, and he's going to fight the winner between Carlos and Roderick. Few people know that Carlos versus Roderick is actually a Spanish derby. Two Spaniards going at it. I'm not sure which region of Spain are they from. but it's domestic violence right now. Carlos is going to take the left side. Roderick is going to take the right side. Going to be very interesting to see Roderick's pick. I think Carlos might go with Marina. Domestic violence, hilarious way to describe it. Yeah, it is. It is domestic violence. Yeah. Here we go. So Carlos taking the left, Roderick taking the right. Can Roderick produce a surprise here? I think he's the underdog. Carlos going with Maria. And Roderick is going with Getty. I think Getty has some disadvantages against Marina, but I think he has a couple of things that he can do well against her. And one of them is his speed and power. First cut goes to Carlos. Like when Gideon attacks, you better be blocking. Because Gideon is not one of those characters that graves follows up. He kills you outright. Most of his attacks, if they land, they kill you. And especially with the damage increase that we're using. 2-0 for Carlos here. Very good start. A chop there. Gideon's saber. Marina doesn't even care about it. 3 for Carlos. One thing. 4 now. One thing that makes people champions in this game, and in any game actually, but in this game in particular, is having a system. Throwing. Oh, beautiful cut. 5-0. Throwing harassment attacks, throwing punishes, knowing when to throw punishes and how. Oh, nice chop. So whenever you have a system, regardless of how good or bad you are at the game or how experienced or inexperienced, when you have a system, it's going to help you more times than not. And now Roderick is actually going back to his system, which was the side step that he was using with Gideon in a couple of the attacks. And again, at the risk of repeating myself, having a system works more times than not. 6-2. And I have to be on Roderick's. Like fighting Marina is a very different ball game. Like you need to know how to fight her. If you don't fight her very often, it's gonna be a bad day in the office. Because she simply brings something else to the table. She's a totally different character from everybody else in the game. And a counter there from Carlos. 7-2, and the Spanish derby ends in Carlos's win. Roderick, thank you very much for competing, man. It was always a pleasure having you in my events. Roderick ended his tournament in top 6 here, which is a very good spot. But Carlos is actually going to fight a little bit later against Ezekiel. So the semifinals are in the winners bracket. It's going to be Meister versus me, which is always a pleasure fighting my buddy Meister here. And in the other semifinal, it's going to be Ezekiel versus Carlos. It's going to be one fight, and it's quite likely we're going to see a Marina mirror. Who knows? I think this might be the match when Ezekiel switches back to his Marina, or who knows? Maybe he sticks to Sam. Stay tuned and find out. Now, going back to the winners bracket semifinal, and This is a very important match because whoever wins this is the winners bracket finalist and has 2 lives in the final. Maestro starts on the left. I am starting on the right. There's Maestro's link. This is a best of 2. Best of 2.5. There he is. All right, here we go. Managed to pass a couple of hurdles, Ezekiel and Carlos, and now another hurdle, which is Maestro. Here we go. Maestro goes with 0. Gotta be careful here. As I said earlier in the commentary, 0 is just a character that you always need to be careful with. Where it gets the real Slim Getty, yeah. Need to be more careful. Going well. Oh, and again the retreat. 7-3. Great start here for Maestro. Gotta tighten up. A very good start for him. 4 flags advantage. We're gonna swap sides. Here we go. Oh, it's going Marina. Amazing. lot of pushes. I knew Maestro was there for the pushes. So I have two flags, and he has four, I think. Then two. He beat me on three. Yeah. So I have two, and he has four. We're gonna keep the same sides. Look like he's going to all his characters here. Might go Jan. Or zero. Yeah, he's going zero. Alright, so I managed to close a little bit the gap, but Maestro is still in an advantage. Maestro needs two flags. I need four. Careful. Maestro needs only one more. I need three. This is tense. Last flag. We're getting into the last flag. Who wins this gets to the final. Double. Oh! The attack did not land. Another double. Last flag. Oh, he tried to push. He tried to push, but man, I clutched this, to be honest. Maestro has dominated me the entire fight. But that's kind of how this system works, you know. You can just constantly get some flags back until you get to a point where you're very close and actually manage to clutch it. So, whew, man, that was... You try to push me in the last one, when pushes are kind of 50-50. Cried every push. Yeah. And I am in the final, 14 to 13. But man, Maestro was great, and who knows? We might see each other in the final again. Now we are going for Ezekiel versus Carlos. The other semifinal. This one is just the best of one. Here we go. And immediately after this one, the winner of this fight will fight Maestro. And after that fight with Maestro, we're going to take a very short break, and we're going to the final matches against me. There's Carlos. There's Ezekiel. Ezekiel looking great in the lower bracket. They're both very tough. Actually, Ezekiel, Carlos, and Maestro confirm what the rankings are telling us. They are at the top of the rankings. Ezekiel left Carlos, right? So they are confirming their rankings right here. Mm. I think Ezekiel needs keyboard. Did I give him? No. Here we go. Ezekiel, you have keyboard. It looks like Ezekiel is going all in on Sam. So it's not going to be a Marina Mirror. There we go. Oh, nice side step. Ezekiel gets the first. Very good push there from Ezekiel, learning from the pushes that he was played good against him. Oh, nice tap there from Carlos. Carlos is using the snap cut that Marina has. Marina actually has a snap cut. It's quite subtle. But Sam is also pretty fast as well, and he can keep his range. Ezekiel definitely knows what he's up against here because he's using Marina as well. That's an advantage. Oh, nice step from Carlos. 3-2, and this is where Carlos shines, and he's behind. Regarding thinking about the system that we have with the flags and the tiebreak and everything. Oh, nice 5-2 for Ezekiel. This is exactly what happens. So I was thinking about my fight with Meister. So he was ahead 4 flags, and then in the second set I got 2 flags back, and then in the tiebreak I managed to actually win it. So you're never really safe. So throughout the entire best of 14 points, people can incrementally oh, nice push 6-2 can incrementally get some flags back, and at one point you, even though you had a very good advantage, you find yourself having just like 1 flag advantage or fighting for the last flag. Double. Ezekiel has definitely found a very good strat here against Marina, and I have to say Ezekiel with Sam has looked amazing in the lower bracket. Oh, what a cut! 7-2. Carlos gets the fourth place. Congratulations. Ezekiel wins. Ezekiel, stay in Parsec, please. And man, Ezekiel is on a tear here, and Maestro needs to be careful. Because Ezekiel defeated Dragon 7-3, defeated Boris 7-2, now defeated Carlos 7-2. So all the fights were very dominant. And now in the lower bracket final, Maestro on the left and Ezekiel on the right. Maestro barely lost his qualification to the grand final, and now he has a chance to get it back against Ezekiel, who's been looking amazing in the lower bracket. Congratulations to Carlos, though, for the 4th place. Let's see if Maestro can bounce back. I'm scared. I think it's I think Ezekiel is definitely gonna go Sam again, and if I were his coach, I would advise him to do that, because he's been looking great with Sam. He's beating everybody. He lost 1 set, but I'd say he lost it because he got a little bit complacent. At one point, he had so many flags ahead, and he just kind of lost focus a little bit. He got a little bit over aggressive, but after that, when he started playing seriously, everything went in his favor. Here we go. Maestro's on the left, Ezekiel on the right. One set of 7 flags. Winner gets into the grand final against me. But what I have to say is that, yeah, so we'll get Zero versus Sam. Actually, I was hoping for this matchup. We're getting it. All 3 fighters, so me, Maestro, and Ezekiel, we're going to get points in the rankings. We'll see if Maestro's going to maybe get a little bit more, and who knows, maybe even a good position. Nice side step from Ezekiel. First flag. I'll be back in a second. Back 5-2 here for Maestro. When I left, it was 2-0 for Ezekiel. Looks like Ezekiel needs to find something here. Oh, nice cut there to the arm. 5-3. Push, but it's a double. Ezekiel and the Zero always wins these trades in close range, and Maestro does it right there. 6-3. Oh, his second attack didn't land, but his retreat does. 7-3. Maestro wins. Ezekiel gets the 3rd place, and I have to say Ezekiel is definitely going to get the Hetman role because he has plenty of points. Congratulations, Ezekiel. 3rd place is definitely not bad. Maestro and I are going to face again in the final after being very close, after having a very close match in the semi-final. But this time Maestro has to defeat me twice. So we're going to take a very short break, 5 to 7 minutes, and after that we're going back to the grand final, in which we might see some other longsword exchanges. So stay tuned. Here we go. Grand final. Sorry. Fighting Maestro again. Very, very close semi-final between us. I'm gonna start on the left. Maestro starting on the right. Here we go. Sending a link to Maestro. We're definitely gonna see his Zera again. Or who knows? There he is. So fights are best of 2, first to 14. If Maestro wins this match, yeah, I honestly expected him to take Jan. We're gonna go into a second set. So mounted decline here for Maestro, but we've all been there. Tap to the head. Oh, posta di vena. Lands faster. Nice one from Maestro. Perfect range. For the first time when this combo actually works. Forward B into forward A. Oh, and again, man, I knew that he's gonna throw that. And he landed. Nice. Forward cut landed this time. Seven to 3 first set. A good advantage for me here. Maestro will have to do what I did against him in the semi-final, which is slowly getting some flags back. Here we go. Swap sides. Go. Going Zera. He beat me with Zera the first time, 7-3. Be more vigilant this time. Beautiful. Oh, 4-0. So now he is. We're on even terms. 5 now. He has 1 flag advantage. Not going well for me. Alright, got 1. The bait worked. Oh, nice. He caught me again with the same thing. Alright. Got the 4th flag here. Oh, beautiful. 7-4. We're going into a tie break. I need to score 3 flags. He needs to score 4. One second. So I won 7-3. So I need to score 3, and he needs to score 4. Here we go. Just 1 flag difference. Three now. I mean 3 for each to score to win. Nice cut to the arm. Double. Double again. So I need 2 more. Maestro needs 3. There we go. 1 more needed from me. 3 needed from Maestro. Nice. 2 needed from Maestro. 1 for me. got me. Last flag of the first set. And again, we're going back to the last flag. Oh, and the thrust works. GG's, man. A little bit unlucky for Meister here. Again, last flag. But great performance nonetheless. Great performance nonetheless. I win the tournament, but again, on the last flag, man, Maestro Zero is just a lot more dangerous than I expected. And congratulations, Maestro gets the second place. Ezekiel gets the third. A great event overall. And I have to say congrats to everybody competing in this tournament. It was a great success, great event, and I definitely enjoyed fighting everybody here in this tournament. And what can I say? Honestly, I'd really like to do another one like the peasant tournament with grunt skins, but I'm not sure we can get people in. I'm just gonna post a message and see if there are people who are willing to do so. We would need at least 6 for that. We can make something really quick that can be below 2 hours. But yeah, amazing fights, amazing flags, and yeah, I'm just gonna post a message on the server, and if people want to do a grunt tournament with the grunt skins, that would be amazing. If not, we can get with our evening. Yeah. So again, congratulations.